Welcome to the Marriott Playlist Live 2015.
Yes.
My son, Gavin, is in middle school this year, right? So he's a 6th grader at a school where there's 8th grade girls who are like the big cheese at the school, right? If you're a 6th grader and the 8th grade girls are coming up and they want to get a picture with you because they watch your videos on the internet, that's a pretty cool thing, right?
Yeah.
So I think he's doing okay with it.
You got to keep him grounded, though.
I do. No, he
Get a
is.
big
I beat
head.
him every night so he remembers who he is.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah,
That's what my daddy did.
what's the deal with TRIXIN?
TRIXIN is a clothing company that I started with my brother and my other brother and my sister and my brother-in-law.
Family.
It is. It's very family oriented. TRIXIN is. It doesn't have a meaning. The word TRIXIN literally has no meaning. It's a word that we made up or a word that we found, because when you start a new business, you have to think of an original name, right?
Yeah.
And that's about impossible because everything's been taken. So a lot of people said, well, what does TRIXIN mean? Doesn't have a ton of meaning, but the idea is to build the meaning. Like my son Gavin, when we thought of his name, I didn't know any Gavin. Gavin doesn't mean anything, but it means a lot to me now because we've built that value through the experiences, through working together, through teaching him. And that's the same with TRIXIN. TRIXIN is family. We are here. We do all kinds of stuff together, and it's about creating cool stuff with people you love.
You just posted a video called 5 Kids and 6 Years Later, looking back on 6 years of your channel. What was that like, to look back on all that?
We
And what
started
are the
doing
takeaways?
this thing because now we've been doing these videos for 7 years.
That's
so I
crazy.
can, like, today, what's the date today? 5th? September 5th, 2015. I can go back 6 years on this day. Like, what were you doing exactly 6 years ago today?
No, I would probably, if I did some research.
I can go back and like watch the video. So what we've been doing is on Saturdays, we do these Shaytard Rewind videos where we show a little clip from the last 6 years of like all the life we've lived. And it's been pretty cool to see.
Do you ever cry when you watch those?
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yeah, it's so cool, like just to see your kids growing up. And there's this really weird life cycle that's happening. Like, I'll have talked about something totally random like chlorophyll. And I'll go back for my video 5 years ago, and this literally happened 2 weeks ago. Me and my wife had this big conversation about chlorophyll and how photosynthesis works and all this, like just random, right? 5 years ago to the day, we had that exact same conversation.
That's
People
weird,
tweeted us that
dude.
video, and I hadn't talked about chlorophyll since then, but like to the day, 5 years later, here we are like, what's photosynthesis? And it's just weird how these cycles kind of happen.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank
You've
you
been
guys.
fabulous. Thank you for your time. And
Thank
thanks to all of
you.
you for joining us.